I was just shopping at my favorite local grocery store when I was loading up the back of the car, and this very sweet old lady, American of European descent, came up to me and apologized for all of the violence against black people that's going on in the country right now. She just doesn't know where this whole thing is going to end, but she wanted me to know that she just feels so bad about all that's happening, and that's happening to African Americans. No, she didn't know who she was talking to. And I was nice and I was kind, and we had a very civil conversation. But I wanted to let her know that, she told me she had just finished Coates' book, and she felt bad because of the way black folks were treated. And I gently told her that, a lot of times that what happens is bad. And I don't agree completely with Mr. Coates' book, but as an American of African descent, I can tell you that I was taught as a child that we should always respect authority, and that we should respect police, and that when one is pulled over, it is one's responsibility to do what one is told to do, especially when the police officer has a gun and the authority. And then she said, yes, but that one man, that they killed him, they didn't have to kill him in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I said, ma'am, more information is coming out about the gentleman who was a felon and had a gun in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And I told her that he was trying to rob somebody when the police called, and that he resisted arrest, and that even after being tased, it's reported that he still resisted arrest. And it turns out that after they did shoot him, different camera angles showed that he possibly did have a gun. Or he did have a gun. And so that shooting was probably justified. And then I talked about the situation in Minneapolis, where it wasn't just a tail light that he was pulled over for. Actually, there was an APB on a gentleman who had just robbed the store. And it may have been that gentleman in the car fit the subscription or the description. But at the end of the day, that may be a real problem. That may be a problematic shoot, but we need to find out. We need to wait and find out. Once more evidence comes out, more information. No, we're in the parking lot. It's hot. It's like 102 degrees. This was an opportunity to talk to somebody about the reality here. And I said, as an American of African descent, it is incumbent upon us. If we're in a situation, especially in these heightened times, and an officer tells you to do something, you should just do it. And if there's a problem, there's racism there, that could be settled in court, with your lawyer, because you're alive to hire. But if you resist arrest and you become belligerent, any damn thing can happen. After a few minutes, the whole conversation lasted about 10 minutes. I think she realized that I wasn't going with the program. And she told me, I really appreciate she actually said, well, you are obviously an articulate individual. I was waiting for clean. You're an articulate individual, and you were raised a certain way, and you're teaching your kids that too, and that's why you probably haven't experienced these things. And I'm like, bingo. And I didn't have time to tell her that that's the real problem in Black America today, that the complete, utter breakdown of the family, that there are not more fathers like me instructing their kids how they're supposed to act the way they did, the way my father did in the 1960s when I was growing up. We have a 70% illegitimacy rate, a 70% abortion rate. Men are not home teaching their kids. Men are impregnating multiple women. There's nobody teaching kids how to respect authority. And they're watching the one parent that they have probably disrespecting authority. And that, my friends, is at the heart of the problem in the black community. And the other part of the problem is that the Democrat Party is exploiting said black community. All of these Americans of African descent are marching and complaining and moaning, and they don't have a pot to piss in or a window to piss out of. I just quoted Pastor Manning there because he's dead on right. All these people marching and complaining. Meanwhile, in their own backyards, black folks are killing black folks at an alarming rate, far more than white officers are shooting black people. Black officers shoot more black people than white officers. The Democrat Party, the progressive movement, George Soros, Black Lives Matters, they're all duped. They're being played for chumps. Malcolm X said it back in the 1960s. If you vote for a Democrat and you're black, you're a chump. Malcolm X said it in the 1960s. If you let the enemy educate your children, you are a chump. LBJ said, if we give these niggers welfare, we will control them for the next 200 years. And that's exactly what the hell we're watching on TV right now. Ninjas being controlled. This is not grassroots. This is AstroTurf. These are people without jobs being shipped from place to place to place to agitate. Their job is to agitate. They're being supported by agitators. This poor woman said things have to change. And they do have to change. They do. People have to stop allowing themselves to be manipulated. People need to turn off the damn TV set, turn off MSNBC, CNN, NBC, CBS, ABC, and read something. Read the Wall Street Journal. Great article yesterday about the real statistics, not the BS that Obama was spouting in Poland. What is out of control is the fact that so many people have given themselves over to one political party in particular. And that party is not about peace. It's not about unity. It's not about economic prosperity. It is about control. And they lose control when people start thinking for themselves. All of these people in the streets are not thinking for themselves. They're thinking for the agitators in the Democratic Party that are trying to divide us. No, who are successfully dividing us. I will have no part of it. Not on the radio, nor in the parking lot at the shopping center. Thanks for your attention.